In this video, I'm going to show you how to create your sleeve and put it onto your garment. Here's the pattern for a sleeve. This is for a 3/4 sleeve, so yours might be shorter than this or longer on this depending on your pattern. Also, I have these lines that go across. These are because my pattern has darts that I had to sew, but you can just ignore this if your pattern doesn't have this. So here's my sleeve already cut out. I've already sewn the darts, so it's now in a typical sleeve pattern. And the first step is what we're going to do is machine base. You should have notches at the top of your sleeve. So we're going to machine base from one notch to the other notch. First at a 1/4 inch and then at a 1/2 inch. You're not going to backstitch. You're just going to do the largest stitch possible going around. The reason why we do the machine based is because sometimes the sleeve doesn't exactly fit into our garment that we're sewing it in. So you just pull the threads just to kind of cinch it up and ease it so that it'll fit a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and break out my machine and go ahead and machine baste twice between the notches. Okay, so now I'm going to machine baste along the top of my sleeve here between the two notches. So the directions say baste along seam line and then 3/8 seam line with the longest stitch that we have on our machine. So that would be a basting stitch. So I'm going to go to my seam line, which is at the 5/8 inch seam allowance. So that's from the needle, 5/8 of an inch to the edge of the fabric. So I find my line on my little sewing measurement line set up here. I'm going to put my needle down, put the foot down, and because I'm basting and it's eventually probably going to come out, I don't need to backstitch. Just sew along the top of the curve. And because it is a curve, you don't want to go too fast because curves are sometimes tricky and you want to stay as lined up as possible. So I'm gonna carefully go around the edges here. If you find that you're getting too far off, you just put your needle down, raise your foot, and pivot the fabric. Try to get yourself back on track here. Okay, so I'm just getting to the end. And then once I get to my other notch, all I have to do is just take it out. And cut my threads. All right, so now I'm going to go back through and I'm going to go along the same direction between the notches, but this time I'm going to do it at the 3/8 inch seam allowance. So I'm going to put my needle down. And again, I don't have to backstitch. This is just a way to help set you up so it's easier to put your sleeve into the socket of your jacket. Because sometimes they don't fit entirely perfect. Alright, so now I'm getting to this. I'm just going to kind of situate this here. And then when I get to the end, no backstitching again. And I just clip the threads and move on to the next step. I've done the basting at the top of my sleeve now. This is the right side of my fabric, so this is going to be what's going to show on the outside once I finish my sleeve. The next step is to stitch the underarm seam. That's the side seams here. So I'm going to fold this in half, right side to right side, and I'm going to pin right along the top here. So let me grab my pins. And you're going to want to match any notches that you have and also the ends. And after I finish pinning this, I'm going to stitch a 5/8 inch seam allowance all the way down the side here. I'm going to now sew my 5/8 inch seam allowance on my underarm seam here on my sleeve. So I'm just going to put the needle down, and you just want the normal settings on your machine. So you're going to do the back stitch, and it's going to be the normal length. And you're going to go down the whole length. Here's my sleeve. I press the underarm seam open. So the next step, this is the top of the shoulder, this is the bottom of the shoulder. So we now have to hem the bottom of the sleeve. Now I'm going to fold this up. This is still folded inside out. So this is the outside, this is the inside of the sleeve. I'm going to fold this up, and I want to measure 5/8 of an inch. So it's probably going to be a little less than this. So that's too big. Still too big. You just have to keep playing with it till you get the right size. And once you do, stick a pin in it. And so I'm going to do this all the way around for the whole sleeve. I've pinned up my hem at the 5/8 inch seam allowance and pressed this. So the next step is to remove one pin, fold this under so that it meets your original fold line here, and then pin it back. So now I'm going to do this all the way around. Now I have this all pinned up, and I'm going to take it to my iron table and iron this so it lays nice and flat and crisp. I also want to point out that your directions may be different. You may not have a narrow hem like this, you might have a little bit wider. So sometimes it says fold up an inch, then fold under 1/4 of an inch. So that's fine too. It doesn't really matter since it's your hem, you can do whatever you want. So now I'm ready to sew my hem. The problem is if I start sewing it like this, even if I try to be careful, I risk accidentally sewing the other side of my sleeve. So this is when you take your tray off your machine, like this, and I'm gonna slide up this piece. Now I have a narrow platform in which to insert my sleeve on. And that way all I have to do is just turn it around like this, and I don't have to worry about accidentally sewing my sleeve shut. So I'm gonna start here, pull this under, and I'm gonna sew close to the edge without going over. And you're just gonna do a normal setting stitch. Just fix my threads here. Okay. Once I have my needle in the correct place, I'm going to put it down to the fabric, put the foot down, and I'm going to do a couple front stitches, a couple back stitches, and then go all the way around the sleeve. Here I have my jacket. This is the inside of my jacket. Here's the collar and the sides right here. So you have the wrong side of the jacket facing you. Here's my sleeve. I finished doing the hem at the bottom. So now I'm going to flip the sleeve inside out. So now the right side is showing. Now I'm going to take my sleeve, and I have my one armhole right here in my jacket, and I'm going to take the sleeve and stick it in there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I have my right sides of my sleeve now facing the right sides of my jacket because that's on the other side of what you're seeing. I'm going to match this underarm seam with this side seam of my jacket. I'm going to put a pin in. And then I'm going to go ahead and match the notches in the jacket with the notches of my sleeve. I have one right here. And I have one on the other side as well. So I have one right here. Now I have dots on my sleeve that need to match the dots on my jacket. So the one dot that's in the middle is going to match this top shoulder seam of the jacket. And then I have two dots on either side here. I have one here and one here. And then I have one here and one here. Now, if your sleeve seems to be a little big and not quite fitting into the socket, that's when you pull your basting threads right here. You just pull them a little bit and you just kind of ease it through your sleeve, and it just kind of gathers it a little bit and makes it a little smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and finish pinning this all the way around the socket. I now have my sleeve pinned to the inside socket of my jacket, and now I'm going to baste at my 5/8 inch seam allowance. So I'm just trying to line this up and make sure that you don't have any wrinkles or puckers or anything like that. And we're gonna put the needle down, put the foot down. So when you're doing the base, you don't have to worry about doing any top stitching, because this is just to tack everything down together. So I'm gonna go all the way around, rearranging and smoothing this as I go along, because I want to make sure I don't get any wrinkles caught in here. Dealing with 2 layers of fabric, so you just want to be really careful. Okay, that's a tuck. Then when you get to the other side, you don't have to worry about doing a back stitch. So the next step after this is to then do a final stitch on top of your basting stitch. So I finished my basting stitch, and now I'm going to do a normal seam stitch right on top of that. So I'm going to go a couple of stitches, I'm going to back stitch, and then I'm going to go right along my basting stitch. Now I'm going to do another stitch also on this arm seam 1/8 of an inch away from my original stitch. So here's my original stitch, and I'm going to measure 1/8 towards the edge of my fabric here and mark that as my new line to follow. Just going to make sure it's a regular stitch, and I'm going to do the back stitch. Now the reason why we're doing so many stitches is because we want to make sure that the arm hole is reinforced here and is not going to come apart. And because people, when they put on jackets and stuff, they're tugging on their arms and stuff, so you really want to make sure that this is really in there. The last step to finishing putting on your sleeve is you're going to trim between these notches. So you're going to cut into your seam allowance as close as you can get to your second seam here. I'd probably maybe leave, I don't know, like 1/8 of an inch between your stitching right here and the edge of your seam. So I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut here, being very careful not to cut my sleeve. I'm going through the seams right here. The shoulder seams are a little tough because it's really thick. But you just want to be very careful, because after all that work, you don't want to accidentally cut something you're not supposed to. Okay. So there it is, all trimmed. I'm gonna cut off all these threads hanging here, because you obviously don't want anybody to see that. It's very sloppy looking. And then I'm also going to take out my basting stitch because I don't want any basting stitch to show on the other side of my garment. So my sleeve is now attached to my jacket. Here's the shoulder, obviously, and here's the hem that we did. If you look underneath, you'll see that the underarm seam matches the side seam. And if you look all the way to the other side, you'll see it attached here. So we went all the way around to attach the sleeve. And that's all there is to it in attaching a sleeve to a garment.
Our book, Professor Pincushin's Beginner Guide to Sewing, Garment Making for Nervous Newbies, is now available to order. Go to professorpincushion.com/books or click on the link in the description to see a list of vendors where you can purchase it.